Welcome to my English classroom. Please hit the subscribe button over here to be a part of notification squad, and don't forget to hit the bell button so that you can get the video in your notification as soon as it is uploaded. Hello everybody, welcome to my English classroom. Today we are going to deal with the second lecture on Look Back in Anger by Osborne. So do stay with me, see the complete lecture, and don't forget to subscribe, like and share the video. So let's get into my English classroom. Yesterday we have completed, or whenever we had a class, I don't remember, we have completed act 2 scene 1, and today another important landmark in this particular play, because in this particular location of the play, the character will going to split. And we're going to dig in more into the very psychology of Jimmy. So Act 2 scene 2 begins by the conversation between Helena and Jimmy, and Helena says that, why you are so unpleasant? Why are you so unpleasant person around us? And when Helena says to Jimmy like this, Jimmy feels that as if he has gained something, as if he has been motivated by someone, as if he has been given reinforcement. He feels happy, and as if he were doing all those things, all those stuff, just to get this particular remark, this particular compliment. Oh my God, what a beautiful girl, sort of a compliment. On the other hand, but he does not react to this particular thing. He looks towards Allison. He asks, what are you doing in front of the mirror? She says, I'm getting ready. Oh, sorry. Why you are getting ready? Why are you getting ready? So she says that, okay, I'm going to church. But church and you? He was genuinely surprised. He was genuinely surprised. He asked her, have you lost your mind? You're going to church. Last time when I saw you in church, it was our marriage. Agli baar jab hum log tumhe church mein dekha tha, it was our marriage. And now next you're going to church. This is the first time that you're going in the whole life of our marriage. And she burst into anger on this. And she sarcastically says that, I know how you have rescued me, on the compliment of marriage. Last time you've been to the church in our marriage itself. So on this she gets angry, as if her sores were been scratched again. So she says that, yeah, I know how you have rescued me from my so-called mother and father. Now when she says this particular word, when she includes and she brings her family into this, Jimmy goes absolutely bizarre on abusing Allison's mother. And have you forgotten, Allison, that your mother has suspicion on me, on my long hair? He has thrown detectives on me. She used to call me criminal. I have forgotten all this thing. Maybe you have forgotten, but I never forgot those things. Now Helena says to Jimmy, back off your anger, Jimmy, back off your anger. Don't do like this. You should not talk like this. Now this more makes him more eager to fight. Helena says, back off your anger. It makes him more, energetic to fight. he tells to Allison, okay? He tells to Allison, your mother should die. And this is the least, the worst thing a man can say to the women. Your mother should die. And when your mother will be dead, those worms, when they will eat your mother, they will have a bad case of indigestion. Such kind of women you are. Such kind of mother your mother is. And even the worms will get indigestion. खा के उन लोगों का पेट खराब हो जाएगा. And she says, I am absolutely sick of you, Jimmy. Edison बोलता है, I'm absolutely sick of you. Now, then he asks Helena, what happened, Helena? So Helena says Helena was all shocked. Her eyes were like open like anything. What happened, Helena? She says that I'm absolutely contempt with loathing. Jimmy answers, when I'm done with this profession that I am in right now, selling sweet or sweet stall, I'm having a sweet stall. When I'll be done with this, I'll be writing a book. I'll be writing a book on each and every member of this apartment. And the title of the book, please write down. The title of the book will be a recollection of their time, together in fire and blood. Full stop. This will be the title of the book. Recollection of their time with fire and blood. Anger and fire. Recollection of their time together, in fire and blood. This particular line should feature in your answer. This is very important. In context to the kitchen sink drama, it has to be included. So he says that, the condition of this particular house can be written under the heading of this only. It's all anger, it's all fiery state. Helena asks to Jimmy, why you are so obstinate, Jimmy? Jimmy says, why you are so obstinate? She asks him, have the world treated you badly, Jimmy? Why are you so optimistic? Have the world treated you badly? Allison, she says to Helena, stop, Helena. If you will talk about his suffering and if you will try to take away his suffering from him, he will be a lost man. So don't take his suffering away from him. Right? He's the kind of a person who wants to share his suffering to everyone. Like, for example, he wants to share with Aisha, with Swati, and he wants to share every time. In the morning, in the evening, in the afternoon, every time the person who's... pleasure by doing it. He loves those things. He loves people getting sympathetic towards him. He loves, those pampering. And that's why Allison says that. Don't take his suffering away from him or he'll be a lost man. Then he asks to Allison, why Helena is still here? She's up to no good. She's just influencing your bloody mind. I've never seen you speak like this, the way you have just spoken back to me. That means this is the virus. When she's going?
Helena in front of Helena only.
Now Jimmy tells to Allison that Helena is nothing but a cow. But a cow, or rather a very sacred kind of a cow. Now, Helena is cow, and an arrogant cow, and a holy arrogant cow. सुन रही हो, गाली पड़ रहा, कोई टेंशन नहीं है, सुन रही है, ठीक है? Because she is wearing a mask of so-called social, lady, social lady. ठीक है? Now Cliff says to Jimmy, Jimmy, you have gone too far. Don't cross your boundary. Cliff को भी गुस्सा आ रहा है ना? Don't cross your boundary, Jimmy. Don't cross your boundary. ठीक है? Then Jimmy comes, okay, I'm not crossing your boundary. Let me praise Helena. Let me praise Helena. He comes up and says, well, ladies and gentlemen, I need to say something about Helena. Helena is a very beautiful girl. She's a very beautiful girl. ठीक है? She is an expert in the new economics. ठीक है? She is an absolute expert in a new economics. ठीक है? The economics of the supernature. This is his version of economics. The economics of the supernature. ठीक है? Now, she is expert in finding problems of 20th century and present it onto the theater. She is expert of that. Now Helena feels that Jimmy is very much satiristic towards him. And of course he was. He is more satiristic than genuine. And he says, stop! Shut your mouth! Jimmy says, what will you do if I'll not? I'll slap you! Come on, slap me, slap me, slap me, slap me. He goes on and on. And he's bringing his, Helena is going back like this, and he's bringing his fist like this. Hit me. ठीक है? Now, suddenly the bell rang. Tararang. And Allison picks up the what? Picks up the book, the holy book, and she stands right in between the room. On one side it is church, on the other side is Jimmy. Whether she go or not, whether she leave with Helena or not, but she decides that she should leave with Helena and go to the third church. And he, when, as if जैसे तुम लोग जाती हो ना बाहर, he was exiting, and on the process she was walking towards the door, and Jimmy says in whisper, he says that I want to know, Allison, why my suffering means nothing to you. प्यार से बोलता है. He calls her, underquote, Judas. ठीक है? Judas, let me spell you. Judas. Judas. The word Judas means, ठीक है, one who betrays another. Judas and a phlegm, P-H-L-E-G-M. Phlegm means होता है thick, sticky, चिपकने वाले लोग, है ना? चिपकू. हाँ?
कि दूसरी साइकोलॉजी फेलगम बताई थी तो ये प्रोनाउंसिएशन.
फेलगम?
हाँ, हम लोग फर्स्ट साइकोलॉजी पढ़ रहे थे ना.
तो as she hears this word, she absolutely turns mad. She started to look something, कुछ मिल जाए हाथ में, कुछ मिल जाए. Suddenly she finds, oh my God, this is it. मारते घुमा के. She throws this on Jimmy's face. Jimmy ducks. It was a glass. glass, है ना? Jimmy ducks it, and the glass shattered into pieces. ठीक है?
So why is the sarcastic comments on Allison? Why is the sarcastic comments on Allison?
Allison, it's because she does not give any attention to Jimmy. She's not giving any attention to Jimmy right from the beginning. But we have not seen, because if you go into the Aristotelian way of writing, play should have a proper beginning. This play does not have a proper beginning. As if the play begins with something, it's already running. है ना, कुछ चीजें हैं जो already चल रही हैं. We have been landed into some middle of something, है ना, as the play begins. ठीक है? So probably Allison is fed up of Jimmy. She has given lots and lots of attention to Jimmy, and now she is not in this stand to give this attention to Jimmy. That's why he wants same level of attention all the time. ये बंदा ही परेशान है, क्या करेगी? ठीक है? Now suddenly she says after throwing the, I want peace, damn it, I want peace. And she drops herself onto the bed and she opens her shoes. Okay, I'm not going. I want peace. Absolutely peace. Jimmy says, my heart is full with sorrow and this bitch want a peace. My heart is full of sorrow and you want a peace. What kind of a woman you are? What kind of a wife you are? What kind of a second half or better half you are? Helena suddenly enters. She was outside. She comes in with 2 prayer books and says to Jimmy, Jimmy, go. You have a phone call. And Jimmy exits. Take care. Helena now turns to Cliff now and says, what the hell you are? What kind of a man you are? Mard ke naam pe dhabba. What kind of a person you are? I mean, Jimmy is so rampage on Allison, on me, and you are just busy in your bloody works? What Cliff answers? He says, Helena, things were worst. Things were bad, sorry. Things were really bad all the time. But after you came in, things turned worse. After you came in, things turned worse. Helena tells to Allison, I've sent a wire to your father to come here and take you back to your home. Are you ready to go back? Allison says, yes, Helena. I really want peace. I really want time. Suddenly Jimmy enters. Okay? Suddenly Jimmy. He tells Cliff that Hugh's mom had a heart attack. Hugh Tanner, remember? His friend, who has molested or whatever seduced a girl. Uski mom. She had a heart attack and I need to rush in. Okay? Cliff leaves to make arrangement for Jimmy's trip, and Jimmy became very nostalgic. And he remember how Hugh's mother had gushed over Allison. When they married, it was Hugh's mother who gave the dignity to Allison as a newly married girl. She really loved Allison. She always used to come to Allison and praises her beauty. He recalls everything. Okay? And he says to Allison, you have to come with me. Right? He says to Allison, you have to come with me to Hugh's to see the Hugh's mom. And suddenly again the church bell rang. Again Allison stands up, stand in the middle. Again, she is confused whether she should go with Jimmy to Hugh's mother's home, or she should go with Helena, but she preferred going with Helena. Jimmy stands, leans on the drawer, picks up the teddy bear and throws across the room. Things are really not going well. And then falls on the bed, bearing and shunning himself into the bed cover. So over here, Act 2 is over. Now we're going to begin with Act 3. Okay. Sorry, not Act 3, but Act 2 only. We have another scene in Act 2. Okay. And next class we'll complete Act 3 in one class only, in one stretch of class only. So Act 3 opens and we find Allison is packing her bags, her suitcase, and his father is sitting just next to Allison. Take care. His name is Colonel Redfern. Take care. The Colonel asks where Jimmy has gone. Take care. Allison says that he has gone to visit Mrs. Hugh Tanner, who's ill. ठीक है? His name was Colonel Redfern. 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 ठीक है? The Colonel asks where Jimmy has gone. Anderson says he has gone to where, you know, Anna, to see Hugh Tanner's mother. Okay. Now he says that, and Allison also says, in influence of Hugh Tanner's mother, he has opened that sweet stall. Colonel says, yeah, what the hell? He's such an educated person. And why sweet stall? Sweet stall, though, it can be opened by Aisha also, the undergraduate. It can be opened by Swati also, undergraduate. He's a graduate. Why sweet stall? So Allison says that because, you know, he keeps on changing his profession. People changes their jobs, he changes his profession. Today is doctor, next day he might be a phal vikreta. Okay? So he has an appetite of covering all the profession. So now he is selling these sweets. Allison and father begins to discuss Jimmy's life, or Allison begins to talk about Jimmy to her father. Okay? The Colonel also admits that, you know, my wife, your mother, has gone too far. She should not touch those boundaries. Sending detective after Jimmy, calling him a criminal, being suspicious about him. I hated each and every moment when your mother did all this thing. Allison came to her father and said, you know, Papa, now I feel that my mom was doing correct. She was actually saving her daughter. Now I can feel that. Now he says that perhaps I and you has to blame for all this, what had happened probably. Okay. Now Allison tells to Colonel, you know, Papa, you are taking side of Jimmy. What Jimmy had told about you, what he used to call you, and what he used to call my mother, your wife. क्या क्या बोला है वो आपको बारे में, मेरे बारे में, अम्मा के बारे में आपको पता है? ठीक है? मतलब क्या बोला है? हाँ? No, वो तो बोला नहीं. He says that he used to call my mother, your wife, a overprivileged old bitch. Overprivileged old bitch. And he used to call you, you know what? A plant left over from the Edwardian bewilderness. Edwardian is a age. It was the age. King Edward the Sixth, है ना, sixth जो थे उनके period में, है ना, and that was the gem period of British time, है ना, ठीक है, that was the gem period of British time, and he says that he called you this. And what is the interpretation? Let me tell you. The interpretation is that at that particular time, sun never sets in British Empire. And actually, the phrase came out from that Edwardian period, right? And he called you the plant left over from that particular period, who still thinks that why the sun is setting in British Empire, why it's still not rising. ठीक है, तो he says that I don't know about your mother and my wife, what he said, I cannot have any comment over that particular thing, but actually about me he is right, because still I feel that why we are having in such a condition, why we are in such a state of mind, a state of political scenarios we are facing, why it's not the same before 1947. And Alison, when I stepped into that particular station on the cloudy day, I felt that the thing has already slept from our mind, things have already slept from our hand, and our supremacy, our dominance is all over, done and dusted, right? So he was, and he's referring to that station. That station, you must have read about Khushwant Singh. Have you heard about Khushwant Singh? His great novel, Train to Pakistan, where Punjabis and Muslims were slaughtered like anything, at the time of separation. At the time of separation, he has written it on the time of separation. So these were the things. Now bags have been packed. Now Alison picked up the squirrel. Okay, Alison picked up the squirrel, but she again keep it back. But she again kept it back to the dresser, and she came to her father and she started to weep, cry, burst into tears like anything. And suddenly Cliff enters, and she throws a letter to Cliff, that when Jimmy will come, give him this letter. Okay, and both exit. Helena says that now Jimmy is free from Alison. Now he must bring his old Madeline girlfriend. So Cliff bolta hai, no, I don't think Jimmy is of that kind of a person that he will bring his old girlfriends to the house. Cliff says that, well, I'm going to receive Jimmy on the station, okay, and I might have some drinks over there because I feel very echo in my heart, very lost person, very I feel that I am in a kind of a deserted person, feeling of loneliness is all there just because Alison is gone, and I might bring some prostitute also to kill those loneliness to this apartment if I'll find one. And he also exit. And Helena, what she did, he took, and he throws the letter to Helena that Jimmy aata hai to give this letter to. Now after Cliff exit, Helena,
लेटर चेंज कर देती
नहीं चेंज नहीं करती. She leaves herself onto the bed, and she feels the coziness of the bed. Okay, and suddenly Jimmy burst into the room. You know what happened, Helena? He's not speaking at all. कुछ नहीं बोलती. I saw that bloody colonel. He almost ran his car over me. And Cliff was also going there on the pavement, but he never came towards me. शायद एलिसन को नहीं देखा था, ठीक है. she hands the letter. She just hands the letter from the bedside only. And before she was handing the letter, he says, what are you doing over here? You're still here. You have not left the place. You're still here. She hands the letter. The letter speaks. The letter writes, Jimmy, I need some time because I need peace. And at the end it was written like, Jimmy, you are always in my heart, and I'll be having I'll always be craving for you, because it is you who completes me. The words were like this only, some less or more. It was like this only. And then he asks to Helena, what happened? Why are you here and why are you not speaking? Why are you not speaking? ठीक है, एक मिनट, कहाँ गया? Now Jimmy is, after reading the letter, Jimmy is absolutely incensed, and he was shocked. ठीक है, and then he calls her a phony. phony के माने होता है PHONI. phony के माने होता है somebody who is not genuine. ठीक है, तो Helena says, Alison was pregnant. From that bedside only, she was pregnant. Okay? And he was taken aback by this news. Oh my God. But suddenly he recollects himself. Suddenly he wants to tear away all those emotions from his face. He recollects himself. Okay? And he comes near to Helena. He comes near to her face and tells her, I don't care. I don't care. I have seen from past 11 hours how Hugh's mother is dying. I was waiting for her death. And she died right in front of me. And that bitch has not even sent the flower. And will not going to send the flower for Hugh's Tanner's mother's funeral also. Helena says, she must have not taken Hugh's mother seriously. That's it. Why are you taking so serious? On this, Alice, Jimmy says, stand up and leave. Leave right away. Right now, leave. He stands up. He comes near to him, and gives a solid slap on his face. Prak! Jimmy was absolutely stunned. What happened? And he had a cry of despair, as if the hard shell which the Jimmy was covered with, it was broken by that smashing slap. He was unable to recollect himself. He was unable to rejoin himself. He was absolutely crying in despair. And Helena, Helena comes near to him. He grabs him. He was shivering. She grabs him, and then both kissed each other in a passionate way. And the second act gets over. So we'll meet in the next class to discuss the third act of this play in one stretch. Thank you.
Good evening.